Hi, I'm Dave Cartmell and welcome to Top Whistle, the Irish Whistle Review Show. On this episode I'm reviewing a whistle that, believe it or not, hasn't been released yet on the market and it's in prototype phase, and I'm quite pleased to be given permission by the maker to show and review it to you. It is this whistle that is, believe it or not, made by Tony Dixon of Devonshire, England. Now, for those who are familiar with the Tony Dixon brand, you'll realise that this is quite a major aesthetic overhaul from his usual traditional Irish whistles, and for those who are not familiar with the brand, I'm going to show you the differences right now. The whole whistle, as you can see, is made from aluminium, including the whistle's head. It's more modern and sleek in design. The whistle's labium blade is differently shaped, comparing it to the other two more older Tony Dixon models of the past. The head is more oval shaped, not cylindrical, but like its predecessors, it too is tunable. The mouthpiece has a wooden fipple and its windway is shaped differently. The bore is thick. That, in conjunction with the narrow windway of the mouthpiece, implies to me that this whistle could be a loud one. The traditional logo of Tony Dixon has been abandoned and has instead engraved his name along with an issue number for the whistle. Normally at this stage of the show I would tell you what this model make is along with the price and where you can buy it, but sadly, because this is still a prototype and it's still in the testing phase, I cannot give that information to you. But that said, if you wish to buy any other Tony Dixon whistle, then by all means there will be a link in the description box below for you to browse, and who knows, maybe by the time you actually watch this video and click into it, it may actually be released, so you could potentially buy this whistle for yourself if you want to by then. But that said, is this whistle worth getting? We're about to find out. After playing this whistle, I have to say the good points that really go for this whistle are it's very loud. Perhaps it's the loudest whistle that Tony Dixon has ever created, because when I was playing this for a charity gig the other day to a very large audience where people were talking, glasses were clinking, etc., this thing was heard, and boy, it really was. It was clear as a bell, it had a sharp, nice tone to it, it was bright. There was no screeching or shrills or anything to complain about, which is, I've got to say, one of the great things that go for this whistle. It has little maintenance requirements, including that for the wooden fipple, which I spoke at length to Tony Dixon about. He says it's made of boxwood, so it should be more moisture resistant, so any mould growth is likely to be very limited to next to nothing, and it's apparently used in a lot of old-fashioned flutes and recorders. And tuning the whistle wise to concert pitch was no problem. The actual slide itself was easy to use. It wasn't too stiff, it wasn't too loose, it was just about right compared to other whistles that I've used in the past. And its breath requirements are pretty average. You will not by any means run easily out of breath, which is another thing that goes for the whistle. And the mouthpiece itself did not clog when I was playing this thing continuously. I could play this non-stop without needing to clear it or having any problems or gurgling issues. And novice to professional users can play this. This is pretty easy and straightforward to play, no problem. And if I was to move into the bad points now, for those of you who are buskers and want to look for an outdoor whistle, this is sadly, unfortunately, not a whistle that I'd recommend for a busker, because it has poor wind resistance, and I really struggled playing it at the station, believe it or not, the other day when I was doing the test for that. And another thing I'd say is you will need to warm up before playing, so it's not quite a pick up and play whistle compared to other whistles that have been made in the past by Tony Dixon. After weighing the pros and cons, I decided to score this whistle a respectable 9 out of 10. It's a high quality whistle that I could easily recommend to a professional player who wants to play this to a big, large audience and be heard. And I'd even recommend it to novice players who wish to pay that bit extra to practice with, and maybe even use to turn professional with. And without question, this is perhaps Tony Dixon's best whistle yet. And in my opinion, Tony Dixon is, believe it or not, in my view, the best whistle maker in England at the moment. And I would like to extend a personal thanks to Tony for giving me this whistle to review and reveal and play around with for free on the house. And it's moments like this, it makes it feel like Christmas has come early. God bless you, Tony, you're the best, and thank you very much for giving me this whistle to review and being given the special permission to reveal to the world on YouTube. And for those who've enjoyed my show, I do hope to see you all again soon. Please do hit the subscribe button. There'll be more videos in the pipeline soon, and I'll see you all again next time. Goodbye.